Hi everyone, this is the update for today, the 6th of April, 2026. And this morning I worked a shift at the store. It was a 9 to 6 shift. And pretty much the moment I walked in the door, my supervisor, the lovely and gracious Miss Jackie, um, says to me, "Good morning, Maggie. Would you like to hear the bad news or the other bad news?" And, doing the logical thing, I decided that I would listen to the bad news. And so I listened to both bad newses. And after finishing, I headed back to the cleaning room to grab the plunger and get started. Yes, so that's how the first 30 minutes of my day went. And, but afterwards, it stabilized into a pretty just meh day. Not a whole lot to say about it, to be honest. I did quite a bit of bagging and I spent quite a bit of time running self checkout. That was kind of it. No carts, no accounting. That being said, pro tip, by the way, if you do work at a business that has a bill counting machine, please do not put your coins into the bill counting machine. Please. Unless specifically told there's a coin slot, please don't put your coins with the bills in the machine. It will jam, and that will make us sad, and we don't want to be sad. Okay? So, anyway, that being said, I honestly didn't do accounting stuff today or anything like that. It was just bagging and self checkout, and that one issue in the men's room. But anyway, that's kind of all there is to say about today, in terms of the workday. So after that, I went to the gym like I normally do, and actually pretty good workout today. There are some days where you're just kind of feeling it, and today was one of those days. So yeah, good workout. Not a whole lot more to say on that one either. That being said, once I got off work, I've mentioned several times here recently that I am building an archive of these updates on YouTube. And because when I first started posting these, it was just on TikTok and Facebook. Originally, I did posts only on Facebook, and then when I started doing these videos, TikTok and Facebook, and then eventually added Instagram, TikTok, just kind of cross-posting the things. The thing is, maybe it's a skill issue. That being said, I cannot decipher a way to coherently put all of these updates in like a place where you could just access all of them easily in one spot. And where, like, for example, if I'm referencing, back in the update on the 12th, I said, what if somebody, for whatever reason, wants to legitimately go back and check out what I said on the 12th? Well, I've gone ahead and for another reason, by the way, video takes up a lot of space on your phone. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure I'm going to start getting phone space, memory space issues here in a bit. So I want to have all the old updates, saved somewhere, so that I can basically do a purge of all these gigabytes and gigabytes of data off my phone, or videos off my phone. So anyway, so I'm putting all these videos and updates up on YouTube. And so if you wanted to be able to access these, or if for whatever crazy reason you decided you wanted to binge watch your favorite whining grocery cashier, by all means, that's now an option that's available to you. And again, you can find my YouTube channel that honestly I haven't promoted anywhere. And you can be one of the first people to discover it. But honestly, it's more an archive than anything. But that being said, all of these updates will be posted pretty much daily there, and honestly probably becomes the easiest way to watch old episodes of this, honestly, or at least as far as I can tell. So moving on from there, oh, and since I do have that entire archive now up, where basically I have the entire YouTube archive that I just started building a couple of weeks ago finished now, where that this update is going to be posted pretty much there as the latest one. Pretty much, it's the same time that I posted everywhere else. That being said, since I have that done now, I'm going to start resuming posting some of the short clips. Because, again, I've mentioned before that I don't know if I have ever personally watched anybody's 10-minute TikTok. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I ever actually have. So, do I expect you lovely people to watch all these 10-minute TikToks? No. So, therefore, I am going ahead and, just as time allows, basically clipping excerpts of these videos into shorter, more digestible single topic clips. And I actually put a couple of those up tonight. Not the most fascinating of them, in my opinion. If you end up looking at this later, tonight I put up the one about Mexican food in Central Oregon, and the one about how much it sucks to have your birthday on a infamous or notorious day. Not the two most standout ones, but just an example. If you happen to log in and see, those are ones that I filmed or clipped the same day that I filmed this update. So as I was coming home from the gym, I frickin' check engine light. I do have one of those little plug-in devices that I'm going to use tomorrow when it's light and plug in to see what the check engine error message is. But the thing about this car, all right, I actually have 3 vehicles. 2 of them are fully functional, and I mean they're minivans, so fashion over function with these guys. Highly, highly useful. Maybe not the most beautiful things on the planet, but highly useful. The other one is a sports car. It's actually a Ford Mustang. Not a, GRX or whatever one of the fancy ones are called, but I honestly love this car. I actually have a picture here of the day I got it. And I'm going to put that up here. And I'll probably put a real picture, copy of this on the screen. But zooming in on this date, that was the day I walked across the stage, graduating from my official graduation ceremony from undergrad. Still had to go to like one class for 1 month after that. And on that day, that's what I got. And I still have it. May the 13th of 2006, still have it. I honestly have not done the best job. I mean, I was a young, stupid kid, took it for granted. Paint sucks now. And there's some door issue now. But the thing is, I am keeping this car forever. And as long as nothing tragic happens to it, probably won't be doing too much with it. It's no longer the practical car, and here is my dad and I on that day. And the other thing about that day, the day that I walked from my undergraduate, May the 13th of 2006, was also my 23rd birthday. Anyway, memories. Thanks for joining me all the way to the end. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk.